Miko dance animations to Skyrim. Dance tutorial. Are you ready, you nasty, horny, degenerate monkeys? Alright, you slut muffin, let's start things off by heading over to Shark and Mod's website. All links mentioned in this video will be in the description, including this one. Go ahead and open the one tab link, as being shown, with a little click. Now open the first link on one tab. It will take you to a magical place to download all the tools once lost to time, now all restored and combined properly and ready to download. When the circle has finished its spinner, your computer will be bombarded with 4 downloads, 3 zip files and 1 ISO. If you get a pop-up asking for multiple downloads, simply select OK, yes. Just please, for the love of us, check that you have all the files. Now that you have the oh so precious files, unzip the fuggies to one folder called Skyrim Animation folder. This is mainly to keep things organized and quick to access. I apologize in advance for no cursor, did not notice until it was too late. A better version will be released soon. This is just to get y'all started before I forget to release something. We are now going to combine all the files that we unzipped. They will not overwrite, just make sure to cut and paste each one into the Skyrim Animation folder. I will now paste it to my C drive under the directory Seek Modding, Skyrim Animation. Feel free to store the Skyrim Animation folder wherever you like. Now comes the absolute joy of a mundane task, that is installing 3ds Max. If you do not trust installing my ISO, or if you don't understand cracking software, you are welcome to find another way of getting 3ds Max 2012 through customer support. We need 3ds Max 2012 specifically because it's the only version I have got this to work on so far. However, you can also attempt this on 3ds Max 2014. It just needs to support the Havok Tools plugin we will install. Confirmed versions that do not work are 3ds Max 2013 to 2021 with the exception of 2014. Saddle your tush up, sit straight, and let's get started. We are first going to mount the ISO we installed. Go to the mounted drive that is usually under my computer and open her up. In her you'll find a setup folder. Just double-click it and begin this marvelous journey. Now just hit that ginormous good old install button. Make sure to agree to all the policies we have already violated 10 times by now and hit next. Now we need to go back to the ISO folder. Under the ISO there is a folder called Crack. Open her up and find a text file. Within that text file are the serials you need to start the activation process. Copy and paste them over to the 3ds Max install. They are the first ones in the text file. Select Next and then Install. This is also where you choose to install 3ds Max, which I just leave default. Now hit Finish. However, you are not out of the woods yet. We are just getting started. Now comes the fun cracking part. We need to block the program from accessing the web. If you know how to do this, go ahead. For my lazy ass, I use Folder Firewall Blocker. You will find a link to it on the one tab provided. Go back to the crack folder on the ISO and copy the 32-bit archive to a folder. We will exclude this folder from Windows Defender to make it work. Make sure to run the crack as administrator. Search for Windows Security Settings and get that unsightly bish on your screen. Click on Virus and Threat Protection. If you ask me, it's Protect Absolute Shit. Under Virus and Threat Protection Settings, click on Manage Settings. Scroll down to Exclusions and select Add or Remove Exclusions. Select Folder in the drop-down menu and select the folder where you put the XF crack. Now extract that squirmy whittle non-virus to a folder. We will run this bad boy later. Locate the 3ds Max install folder and copy its directory. We are going to paste this into Folder Firewall Blocker and run it. Once every X is blocked, we can start the crack. Launch the XF crack we unzipped and blocked with Firewall. We can now launch 3ds Max to start the activation process. Just search her up and launch 3ds Max 2012. Go ahead and click Activate. Once again, agree with the policy we have already raped and about to violate again. It will appear to fail the first time. Just exit out of the obnoxious payment plan options and agree to the policy that is about to get a whittle molested. Now make sure to select I have an activation code. Make sure you run Xforce as admin and tickle that whittle mem patch option first and wait for it to say success. Copy the request code seen here and paste it into the request box on Xforce. Make sure to delete everything in Xforce's request box cause it is old and stubborn. On Xforce, select the middle Generate button and copy that bottom dialog box from Xforce into Autodesk under the I have an activation code. Then click Activate. Skippity hippity hooray. Congrats on installing 3ds Max 2012. Oh boy, 3ds Max plugins. We are not done yet with our bundle of joy 3ds Max. These two plugins are required to get things working. Let's start right off the bat with 3ds Max NIF Importer Exporter. Make sure to download the 2012 version and not the 2015 and up version. Go ahead and run the NIF Tools executable you just downloaded. It is normally auto-selected, however, make sure you have only 2012 checkbox marked and hit Next. Now for the meshes and textures, just direct them to any folder if you don't have 32-bit Skyrim installed. Or you can direct to an empty folder in the Skyrim animation folder where you can tinker with the textures and meshes later. I am creating those folders now and then redirecting NIF Tools to it. Wank that whittle finish button. Now let's head off to install the Havok Tools plugin that I included in the Skyrim animation folder. Link to these tools are going to be in the video description also. Again, make sure to install Havok Tools plugin for 2012 or the version you are working with. You know the drill. Select Next. I agree to the violated terms. Next. Now make sure to install for 2010, not the older version of Visual Studio. Don't forget, we are installing for 2012 and select the corresponding checkbox. Now click it all the little next you next loving monkey. Follow your normal install procedure with DirectX. Do not skip this step or assume you already have this installed like I did. Finish this darn strenuous whittle Havok wanker all the way up by clicking all those fun whittle finish buttons. You are almost ready to start the actual tutorial, big boy. Aren't you excited? Miko Dance version of Blender. This is where all the fun begins. This is the program that makes it all work. Let's start off by downloading our first Miko Dance animation. Click on the download it provided in the description if you need an example or if you want to follow along. We will save the animation to our Skyrim animation folder. In the Skyrim animation folder, save it to the MMD motion data folder. Once downloaded to the folder, extract the archive. Now let's head straight for Blender. This version is portable and already in the Skyrim animation folder. Go ahead and launch it from there. First we are going to open a blend file from our Skyrim animation folder. Click the File drop-down menu. Find the folder VMD to HKX, then Miku New Bones, and select the Miku New blend file. Now open her up from the option to your top right. With her open, click the File drop-down menu once again and locate the option for VMD Importer from the Import options and click it. We will now select the MMD Dance we downloaded and locate its motion data. It will usually be labeled motion.vmd. Now click Import VMD file located to your bottom right. Hit the spacebar to play the animation. Look at that whittle stick Miko go. Click the File drop-down menu. View the export options by hovering over it. Now select Autodesk FBX. Pay real close attention to this part. Click on HQ Normals to deselect it. Click the right arrow key on Precision to increase its value to 5. Click on All Actions, double check and select Export. Before we export, locate a good time stop by scrolling through all the blue lines until it stops. copy that timestamp. We will name the file by this timestamp and copy it to 3ds Max so it knows when to stop dancing. Make sure that the motion starts at 1 second to prevent stalling. On the bottom part of this program, find the folder called MMD Motion Output in our Skyrim Animation folder. And then click Export after naming your FBX file with the end timestamp we copied. Wait for the bottom export options to vanish. This is how we tell it is done exporting. A majority of the time, it will be instantaneous. Once the program is done exporting, it's time we head over to our 3ds Max. 3ds Max exporting and merging the MMD animation. We're so close to making your first animation for Skyrim. Spank yourself awake and let's go. Go ahead and launch 3ds Max 2012. On the top left side of the screen, click on that blue logo. That is the file drop-down menu for this program. Click on Import FBX by selecting Import from the drop-down menu. Locate our exported FBX file that should be in our Skyrim animation folder. Remember, it should be named by its end timestamp. Go ahead and click Open. Pay close attention to the menu. Make sure animation is checkmarked. Click OK. To fix this mess, just adjust its timestamps like we did on Blender. For 3ds Max, click this tiny option on the bottom right. Adjust the start and end time exactly like we did with Blender in this time configuration menu and click OK. Check to see if the animation is working by scrolling through the bottom menu as shown. Now we are going to save it as a .max save file. Make sure to name it by its timestamp to stay organized. Now click the File drop-down menu again and locate the VMD to HKX folder in Skyrim Animation. Locate the file called mmdtesvexporter.max and open it. You can just click OK and continue on these next two menus that pop up. Now with the Max file open, we are going to adjust our UI to make things easy. Click on the Customize drop-down menu as shown and then select Customize User Interface. Click on the Menus tab. Click the right drop-down menu and select Animation. Do the same with the left side category menu. Look for Merge Animation. Drag that option over to the right side underneath Save Animation. Click Save twice and then Yes. Now go to the Animation drop-down menu as shown and select Merge Animation. Click on Source File. Locate our Dance FBX that is labeled by its timestamp in Scenes. Once open, click on this icon which will merge the bones. Auto name mapping. Wait until it is done mapping. Now click on merge animation. Click OK on merge complete. Exit the animation merge menu. Check that your animation works and fix the timestamps with that little button again. Make sure start time is 1 and end time is the same as the version we exported from Blender. Click OK. Now click on the Havok Content Tools drop-down menu. Click Export. You'll need to pay very close attention to this menu. Make sure you click on Transform Scene. Then click on the File drop-down menu and select Load Configuration Set. Go to our Skyrim Animation folder. Open the Exporter Files folder. Select the RSV config HKO file. Click Open. Now click on Create Skeletons. Click on the dot underneath the line from File. Select the rig.txt file. Click on Create Animations. Select the Manual option. Check that no changes are made to spine compression from what you see here. Check Prune Types to make sure nothing changes from what is shown. Click on Write to Platform. Click the ... Rename the HKX file to our timestamp. Save it to our MMD Motion Data folder. Now click on Run All Configuration. Make sure it takes at least 3 to 4 seconds to export. Click Yes to save configuration for later. Save this FBX file as backup with a different name. Now we are going to do some conversions. Open our VMD Motion Data folder where we saved our HKX file and cut it. In our Skyrim Animation folder, locate the convertui-17109-0 folder. Open the in folder, paste the HKX file here. Run the convertui.x executable. Select KF to HKX. Click Convert. Click on Output and View Files. Make sure our file is shown. Open the Out folder and cut our KF file. Paste it back to the in folder. Run the convertui.x executable again. Go to KF to HKX. Copy and paste in the name of our KF file. Click Convert. Click OK. Make sure files are shown in output. Cut the HKX file from output, paste it into our MMD motion output folder. In our Skyrim animation folder, open HKX Poser 005. Run the HKX Poser.exe executable. Click on the File drop-down menu and open our converted HKX file. Click Open. Check to see if the animation works. Congratulations, you made your first Skyrim animation from MMD. We are almost done. We just need to make sure our mod organizer in Skyrim is set up in a way to view your animation. It's time to wrap things up with Mod Organizer. Skip around the timestamps if you already have Mod Organizer and know how to use it with Nemesis. Make sure you are hydrated and let's get this done. We will now jump over to the Nexus to grab Mod Organizer 2. Remember, links are in the description. Click Manual Download and run the executable. Do your typical, redundant, oh-so-fun, run-of-the-mill setup, and install this beast of a program. Running Mod Organizer straight from the setup, we are going to make our first instance for Skyrim. Select Create a Global Instance. Browse. Now locate where you have Skyrim installed. Select the folder where your Skyrim executable is stored. Click Select Folder. Select Next. Click on Connect to Nexus. Select Authorize. Go back to Mod Organizer 2. Select Next. And Finish. Select Yes if you need a tutorial, if not select No and let us continue. Select Yes to associate Mod Organizer with Nexus links, leaving Mod Organizer 2 minimized. Let us download Skyrim script extender by clicking Current SE Build 7Z archive. Save it to desktop and extract the archive. Open the SKSE folder. Cut everything in this folder. Go to your Skyrim install folder. Paste the script extender here where your Skyrim executable is. Go to MFG Fix on Nexus and download with Mod Organizer. Make sure not to install MFG Fix for VR unless you use VR. On the category time in Mod Organizer, double-click MFG Fix to install it. Create separators to stay organized. Name this one mod as resource. Place MFG Fix under it. Do the same for address library for SKSE plugins. Make sure to select the all-in-one option. Do the same process for Papyrus UTLS. The same thing for Sky UI. Do the same process for race menu. Create a separator called UI and place Sky UI under it. Create a separator called Playlooks and put race menu under it. Download XP32 Maximum Skeleton. Download OSA. With the XP32 setup, just follow my install process. Select none on everything unless you know what you are doing. Place XP32 under Playlooks. Create a separator called Animation. Place OSA under that. Download Songs of Skyrim SE from Lovers Lab. Make sure to have an account or make one on Lovers Lab. Install SOS following my install process here. Place it above XP32. Follow any adjustments I make here. Then go ahead and hit Sort located on the right side of Mod Organizer. Download Oselector from Lovers Lab or the Nexus. Place the Oselector executable to a folder of your choice. I put mine in modding. Now click on the Skyrim Special Edition drop-down menu as shown. Click on the plus icon. Select Add from File to select our Oselector executable. Click on OK and then Apply. Download MTSL and ESP from the Nexus. When installing this mod, make sure to call it Dances or where you plan on putting your Miko Miko dance animation. Place that under OSA. Double-click on Dances. Go to the optional ESPs tab. Move over the ESL ESP. Go to the Nexus and install FNIS. When installing FNIS, it does not have a Skyrim data as it is a program. So just click OK and ignore that it does not have data. Enable FNIS, then add it as an executable from the Skyrim Special Edition drop-down menu. Follow my steps on how to get to the FNIS folder. Now do the same thing for FNIS for modders. Select Apply and OK. Do the same process we did for Oselector but for Cathedral Asset Optimizer. Download alternate start for convenience. Place it under a new separator called Quest. Download and install VC Redistributables 2015 through 2019. Back in Mod Organizer, rename the ESP to the same name you're going to call your Dances folder. I will rename mine Dances. Create this exact folder directory and move your exported HKX file here. Rename it to whatever you want it to be called. Just for assistance, download FNIS for modders. Using the PDF, create your first dances directory for FNIS. With FNIS activated in Mod Organizer, run FNIS for modders. Select the Generate Mod Behavior option. Now create a backup of your HKX dances just in case. Select your dances folder you have made the FNIS text file in. Select Open, once it has reported success. Go back to Mod Organizer. Right-click Overwrite and open with File Explorer. Cut only the meshes to your dances folder. With FNIS generated, make the ESP optional. Now let's go install Nemesis. Add the executable to Mod Organizer as shown. Select OK. Run Nemesis for the first time. First select Update Engine on Nemesis. Then select Launch Nemesis Behavior Engine. Once it has reported success, exit Nemesis. Do the same process but with dances activated. Make sure you see your dance generated by Nemesis. It should show mod installed dances above SKSE. Now add Cathedral Asset Optimizer as an executable for Mod Organizer as shown. Now run Cathedral Asset Optimizer. Follow my exact conversion process here and pay attention. Run Nemesis again to see if your dance was converted from old Skyrim. Make sure to install all mod requirements being shown here. Install an official Skyrim Special Edition patch. Place that in the modder's resource separator. Enable everything to the right of Mod Organizer. Click on the whittle sort. Enable everything to the right of Mod Organizer. Click on the whittle sort button just in case. Make sure that SKSE is selected in the drop-down menu next to Run. Go ahead and click Run once all that is done. Now attempt to run Skyrim for the first time to make sure everything is running. Create a quick character. Save your game. Exit Skyrim. Our last and final step has finally arrived. Run Oselector from Mod Organizer. Select Scam folder from Oselector. Select your Dancers folder. Make adjustments to how you want your dance to appear in-game. Now select Generate Plugin. Name the plugin the same as your dances folder. Select Finish. Cut the meshes from Oselector and paste it into your dance's meshes folder as shown. Double check everything. Run Skyrim again. Now on your number pad hit enter. Move through the menu with the provided key overlay. Select and test your dance. Super duper congratulations on making your first ESP-free, standalone dance animation for Skyrim. This tutorial will be remastered soon. If you have questions, please join our Discord and hit me up by a direct message. Or you can stay tuned for the oopsie woopsie I made a fucko boingo section to see if you did the same things I did and how to fix them.
Oopsie whoopsie ooh, we made a fucky wucky, a little fucko boingo.